Hey guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on keto mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks have always been something that I loved to eat, especially when I would go out to dinner, you know, get an appetizer. So hopefully you guys like this as much as I do. But first, if you guys like this video, if you like the videos that I put out, please give this one a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment if there are any other recipes that you want to try. If you have any questions on the recipe I'm showing you today, don't be afraid to comment and ask. So this is a super easy recipe. They're, I don't know, Parmesan cheese coated mozzarella sticks, super easy. So what I did, as you can see, I have 5 mozzarella sticks that I cut in half yesterday, and I froze them overnight, and they make a good sized mozzarella stick and very easy for cooking. So it is very important that you freeze them for at least 30 minutes to an hour. I prefer to do it overnight because if you don't, the cheese will just ooze out while you cook. So I do have about ½ an inch of vegetable oil in this pot here. I'm going to turn it on, let that start to heat up really well. And I'm going to make my egg mixture. It's just an egg. Some salt. Pepper. I'm just gonna whisk this up. So we got that, and now the bulk of this breading is going to be Parmesan cheese, like I said. So kind of try to shake this up, get all the clumps out of it. And so we're going to measure out about ½ a cup of this grated Parmesan. Oh, there's one big clump in there. ½ a cup, plus about another tablespoon. In there. Surprisingly, we only need 1 tablespoon of almond flour. Shake all the cheese off of there. Tablespoon in there. And when we mix these up, don't worry about these clumps that are coming out because we're going to whisk it all together with a fork and they'll all come out. Right. And this is optional, this specific ingredient, baking powder. You don't need it, but I'm just going to use it. Hopefully it'll keep everything together. 1 teaspoon of this. I'm going to do ½ a teaspoon of garlic powder because you guys know I love my garlic. Then 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Okay, so we're just going to keep mixing this together. And I like mixing with a fork and not a spoon so that I can take these clumps here, kind of push them to the side and get them all out of there. so important that you try to get all of these clumps out of here. I mean, these little ones aren't that big of a deal, but my oil's heating up anyway, so I'm just spilling a little bit. Just taking my time with it. The more you mix, the better also, so. Nice and loose. It smells very good. You might be wondering why there's so much in this dish. First of all, we're going to be doing 2 coats on each mozzarella stick, so we can make sure we have a really thick batter on there. So now we have both. We have the egg wash, and this is getting really hot, so it's good. So we have the egg wash, and we have the breading. Oops. Here are the frozen sticks. I'm gonna take one. Dip it in the egg, kind of let all of the other stuff come off, put it in here, roll it around, and then as you can see, the breading is kind of thin, so that's why we're gonna do it again. Drip, drip, drip. There we go. Again. Toss it around in there. Put it down. Right. And my plate over there. I'm going to keep a napkin nearby so I can take all of the clumps off in between. And just keep repeating the process with all of these mozzarella pieces. And also make sure you tap on the ends too, so we can get a nice coating on those also. As you can tell, it's not the cleanest, but it'll be good. So before we start frying these, I'm going to pop them in the freezer for about 10 minutes, kind of let everything like settle on there, and then we'll start frying them. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes, and now I'm going to very carefully with my tongs, because this oil will pop back out at you. I'll crank this up a little bit more. I'm going to very carefully place all of these in here, and you want to rotate somewhat frequently, so that we can make sure that they all get coated nice and neat. So there's room for about 6 of them. They're just bubbling up very nicely. Wow. Gonna flip. You can see they're already getting nice and golden brown. And you don't want to touch them too much, because the more you touch them, the more the breading will start to fall off, and it'll lose its mozzarella stick look to it, I guess. Crank this up a little bit more. Oh, these look so good. They smell good too, guys. They smell so good. Again, if you guys are liking this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions. The recipe's a little bit messy, like as you're assembling, but I did some cleanup while they were sitting in the freezer, and it's not that bad. It really isn't. These don't want to flip. Alright, see the breading on that one's starting to come off. I'm going to turn the heat up on this a little bit more. And also, you don't want to keep them in here for too long, because the cheese will start to ooze out of them. That's another thing. Whoops, you gotta be careful about. So I just use vegetable oil to fry these in. I'm sure you could use coconut oil, but the only problem with that, with this specific recipe, is they'll probably give the mozzarella sticks a little coconutty flavor, and I don't think that would taste very good, but if it's something you would want to try, I mean, go for it. All right. So they're starting to brown up real good. I'm going to put some paper towel down on this plate first to kind of soak up the oils. So one by one, I'm just going to carefully take these out. Okay. Let these sit here. Take our next batch, and you can see here how the double breading really does have a big effect on how crispy your mozzarella sticks are going to be. So here we go. Second batch. All right, guys, so I'm gonna let these finish cooking. You can see how amazing this first batch turned out. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you have any questions at all. And if there's anything else that you want to see, let me know. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.